A mother and daughter have been sentenced for the death of a pregnant teenager and removing the unborn baby from the body. On April 23, 2019, 19-year-old Marlon Ochoa Lopez arrived at a modest home on the city's southwest side, lured there by an offer of free baby clothes as her pregnancy neared its end. Little did she know it was a heinous trap plotted for weeks by Clarissa Figueroa and her daughter Desiree. As the young expectant mother flipped through a photo album of Clarissa's recently deceased adult son, the 51-year-old woman suddenly wrapped a coaxial cable tightly around Ochoa Lopez's neck from behind. Quote, "You're not doing your fucking job?" the elder Figueroa yelled at her 29-year-old daughter, Desiree, as Ochoa Lopez desperately tried to pry her fingers under the cable to breathe. Desiree then coldly peeled Ochoa Lopez's fingers off one by one. After several agonizing minutes of strangulation, Ochoa Lopez, who was experiencing contractions, stopped moving. The depraved mother-daughter duo had planned this calculated attack for weeks, prosecutors say, with Clarissa explicitly asking her daughter's help to unalive a pregnant woman and take her baby. Their earlier attempt on April 1st was abandoned after Desiree's boyfriend threatened to call police when he learned of the twisted scheme. This time, they followed through with sickening brutality. Using a butcher knife, Clarissa viciously cut open Ochoa Lopez's abdomen and removed the premature infant boy, placing him in a bucket. She then called 911, claiming she had just given birth at home to a non-breathing baby. Meanwhile, the killers desperately tried to cover their tracks. Ochoa Lopez's lifeless body was stuffed into a plastic bag and tossed into a trash can outside. Her vehicle was moved and phone taken by Desiree. When paramedics arrived at the house, Clarissa's then-boyfriend Piotr Bobak was washing off a bleach-soaked rug, attempting to destroy evidence. At the hospital, medical staff immediately suspected something was amiss with Clarissa's implausible birth story. DNA testing finally confirmed the unthinkable. This was Marlon's newborn son, Giovanni Jadiel. The fragile infant clung to life for several weeks on life support. As a GoFundMe page stated, he was expected to tragically die and sought $9,000 for his funeral costs. Heartbreakingly, the innocent baby passed away without ever leaving the hospital. The unspeakable crime avoided a lengthy trial when Clarissa Figueroa agreed to plead guilty to murder. Appearing in court in a bright yellow jumpsuit with her dark hair tightly braided, she has been sentenced to 50 years in prison, and it is confirmed by the judge she will be serving 100% of the time with no early release. Desiree had previously agreed to plead guilty and testify against her mother in exchange for a 30-year sentence. Bobak received 4 years for helping conceal the crime before being deported upon release. But no punishment can undo the unimaginable tragedy of Marlon's death and the loss of her infant son.